Hello, beautiful people. How you doing? I want to welcome you back to my baking series. Happy New Month, guys. This is my first video in the month of May. For newcomers that are just seeing my video for the first time, you're welcome. And to my followers and subscribers, you know how we do it, guys. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, follow, and comment and engage on my post. So in today's video, I'll be making a chocolate cake. I saw this recipe on Instagram. So the ingredients I'll be making use of flour, which I showed you earlier. I'll be making use of 2 cups of sugar. The flour is 3 cups. All ingredients will be attached to this video, like the comment section you get. I'll be making use of cocoa powder as well. 1.5 cup of cocoa powder. I'll be making use of 3 teaspoons of baking soda. I'll be making use of 3 teaspoons of baking powder, and also I'll be making use of my vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons. And also I'll be making use of milk or buttermilk, 1.5 cups of milk or buttermilk. And here is my dark chocolate chips. I don't know if I'll be using it, but let's see how it goes. You get, but that's it. You can add it if you want to, so it's under probability. So I'll be making use of my coffee. What is a rich chocolate cake without a coffee? You get. So guys, and last thing, I'll be making use of 6 eggs. 6 eggs. So it can be medium or large, but this particular one is medium. And I'll be making use of my vegetable oil, 1.5 cups of vegetable oil. So these are the ingredients I'll be making use of in this video. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is to get all my dry ingredients together. So in that bowl is 3 cups of sifted flour. Then I'm going to add 2 cups of sugar inside. Don't forget, I'm dealing with dry ingredients now, you understand. So that is 2 cups of sugar added to my flour. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to add my baking soda and baking powder. So my baking soda, I'm making use of, actually the video I saw, I'm going to tag the person to this in my caption. Used 3 teaspoons, but I'm going to reduce mine to 2.5 teaspoons. You can actually use 3 teaspoons. I have my reason for using 2.5 teaspoons. So that's my baking soda. I'm going to put that aside, and I'm going to add my baking powder. So I'm going to add 2.5 teaspoons to it. Don't forget, I'm dealing with the dry ingredients at the moment. Alright, so that's for that. The next thing I'm going to do now is to add my unsweetened alkalized cocoa powder, which I'll be making use of 1.5 cups of unsweetened alkalized cocoa powder. So I'm making use of Hasta product, and I'm going to sift it. As you can see, the 2 cups, one is big, one is small. So one is a cup and the other one is half. So I'm going to bring out my my mesh to sieve. I don't want to pour it directly in case there's any lumps and particles, you understand. So that's me pouring it inside my dry ingredients. So I'm going to sieve so that I have a smooth chocolate cake batter, you understand. I don't want any lumps anywhere after baking, after mixing rather, not baking. So I'm going to sift it inside. That's it. Alright, so that's the size. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to mix everything together, well incorporated. We don't want to have a baking soda separate, flour separate, cocoa separate. We're going to mix everything together until they are well incorporated. So here is me using my spatula to mix it well. You know, the Niger spirit now, we need to be sure. All right, so that's for that. The next thing now I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on my mixer. I'm going to break my 6 eggs inside my bowl. If you have hand mixer, you can also use it. I don't have that one. I'm using the standing mixer. Most times I find it difficult. I find it stressful. I prefer the hand mixer. So that's me breaking my eggs inside my bowl. 6 eggs, don't forget, for this particular recipe. 6 eggs. Yeah, that's the last one. Am I right? Oh no, I'm not. So I'm making use of 6 eggs anyways, to cut the long story short. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to put that aside. Then the next thing I'm going to do now is to add my milk. I was thinking of using buttermilk, but there's no point. So how do I get my buttermilk? You get your buttermilk by mixing your milk and vinegar together. Allow it to settle for like about 10 minutes. So if I want to use a buttermilk, I would have done that earlier, but unfortunately I didn't. So I'm going to use my normal milk. So I'm making use of 1.5 cups of milk. So the next thing now I'm going to do is to add my oil. Meanwhile, my man must not see me using this because he eats olive oil, so I'm making use of his oil. So unfortunately I couldn't get 1.5 cups. I was able to get just 1 cup of oil, but for this particular recipe you need 1.5 cups of vegetable oil. So you can use any vegetable oil of your kind. You can use sunflower oil, you can use your normal oil, you understand. You can even use olive oil, just the way I'm doing in this video, but don't forget it's 1.5 cup. So that's that. After pouring that, I'm going to mix everything together until it is smooth. You get, on a medium speed, low medium speed. I'm going to mix for a few minutes until it is smooth and well incorporated. You get, so that's for that. Don't mind me, I love dancing. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is what my egg, the combination of the 3 liquid that were put, that's what it looks like. So after mixing, the next thing now I'm going to do is to mix both my dry ingredients and wet ingredients together. So I've got my wet ingredients in the bowl. Now I'm going to pour in my dry ingredients gradually and mix it until it is well incorporated, until it is well smooth. So that's me using my spatula to pour in the dry ingredients. So I'm going to mix first with my spatula. Why am I doing this? I don't want everywhere to be messy, so I need to mix it first with my hand before using my mixer. So that's it. Yeah. So after mixing with my spatula, I added my whisk, what's it called, blade, to mix everything together so that I can have a smooth cake batter. I'm beginning to love chocolate cake. Meanwhile, in this month of May, I'm going to perfect my chocolate and red velvet cake, because from next month I'll be trying other kind of cakes like pineapple upside down and all. So this is what the cake batter looks like for now. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to add my vanilla extract. Please don't be like me. The first chocolate cake I made, I forgot to add vanilla extract. So I'm adding 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract inside my cake batter. You can add more. You can add 3 tablespoons if you are the type that loves sugary things and all, but as for me, 2 tablespoons is fine. It's fine for me. I don't really like sugary things. So I'm going to mix for a few minutes on medium speed. I want it well mixed, well, like you get gege. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to add 1/2 cup of coffee. You see that cup you're seeing in this video, it is 1/2 cup. As you can see, as it is hot, you're adding hot coffee to your cake batter. What is a rich chocolate cake without a coffee? You get. So I'm going to mix this. So this is my final mixing with the machine, with the mixer rather. So I'm going to mix for a few minutes so that it is smooth, so that I can have a cake smooth batter. You just take a look at this cake batter. Just look at it. This looks so yummy already. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to mix with my spatula, the Niger spirit. Hey, just look at it. This is so yummy. This looks so good. So I'm going to mix it well. Why am I mixing? I just want to be sure that there's no lumps underneath and everything is smooth. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to pour this inside my prepared baking pan. What do I mean by prepared baking pan? A pan already greased with butter or baking spray. And why did I do that? I don't want breakage after baking. Maybe when I'm trying to remove my cake from my baking pan, you get. So I want it to come out smoothly. And meanwhile, don't forget, before you start mixing all your ingredients, always preheat your oven at 175 to 180 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes. So this is, here I've got 9 inches pan and 8 inches baking pan. So I'm going to transfer my cake batter inside my prepared baking pan, and I'm going to bake for about 30 to 40 minutes. I'm in love with this cake batter. I'm in love with it. Just take a look at it. I'm in love with it already. All right, so in my previous posts, somebody commented on my page that I should always add, on my post rather, that I should always put a stainless full of water inside the oven while baking. So I asked why. So the person said to avoid, so that the cake would get burnt. So I'm trying this in this video. So you see this thing I'm doing. Why am I doing it? I'm doing it because after pouring, I've got some bubbles, like little bubbles in my cake batter. So to eradicate that, to remove that, that was why I did that. So it's time for me. It's time for me to transfer inside my preheat oven. So that's the water. I'm going to put it in now and bake for about 30 to 40 minutes, guys. To 40 minutes. Yep. All right, so after baking for about 35 minutes, I guess. Yeah, I think 45 minutes. So this is what my cakes look like. It looks so yummy, to be sincere. This looks so yummy. You know that rich chocolate? I can feel it. It looks so yummy. So let's see what it tastes like. Zainab, leave your cap. Your shakara is too much. I know. Don't mind me. So let's see what it tastes like. So if you're in Liverpool or you're in UK and you want me to bake a cake for you for free, I'm not decorating, you can actually reach out to me. I'm ready to bake because this month I just want to practice and practice and practice. And meanwhile, you've got 3 options: vanilla, chocolate, or red velvet. Anything aside that, I can't do that. I can't do them for now. I'm still learning. I'm a self-taught baker, don't forget. So let's taste this. To be sincere, this tastes really good. It tastes good. Perfect for me. It tastes so good and nice. And I'm proud of myself at this point. Okay, bake with lollipops. Alright guys, this is the end of this video. I will see you guys in my next baking series. Guys, bye. I love you all with the love of God.